All right, let's finish the last 5 questions of the multiple choice answer, okay? So, question number 41. Question number 41. F, the graph of the function given by x squared ln x. For what value of x is the slope of the tangent line to the graph equal to, so let's see, f of x equals x squared times ln x, right? So they want the slope of the tangent line to be equal to 2. So what's the slope of the tangent line? Let's get the derivative. 2x times ln x plus x squared times 1 over x. So it is 2x ln x plus x, okay? So what do we want? We want the slope of the tangent line to be equal to 2, right? So we need to have 2x ln x plus x equal to 2. So this is not an equation we can solve by hand, therefore we need to take the calculator. So to solve this equation, I'm gonna plug in y1 equals 2x ln x plus x minus 2. Okay, I'm gonna plug that into y1 and I will figure out where my zero is. Should be 1, I guess. Okay, let's take the calculator. So I said, let's bring that up right here. Okay. Oops. Okay. So 2x ln x. Forgot the equation. Didn't pay attention. 2x ln x. Oops, sorry. Plus x minus 2. Okay, so come on. Not here, right here. Plus x minus 2. Here we go. And I want the 0. So what's my window like? Oh, I don't know. Let me go to ln x is not defined for x negative. Oops. I'll start at 0. I'll go to 10. I'm guessing that you don't have a lot of zeros. Y means, let me take negative 5 and 5. Let's see what we have. Let's look at the graph. That's it. Alright. So let's grab a 0. Number 2. Left bound, x equals 5. No, it's got to be way below that. Where am I? X equals 3. No. I'm somewhere here, okay. Ah, right here. Here we go. Enter. Enter. And enter. 1.305, so it's A. Okay, A. A. All right, and that is 41. Okay, 42. 42. The mass. And oh, I read this question before, and I have to tell you, I don't think I would have gotten that wrong. I'll tell you why. Just messing up my counting, that's all. What is the average rate of change? Average rate of change in grams per week during the 5th week. During the 5th week. Okay, why am I writing this? So of course, right here, what you cannot do is this, okay? You cannot do this. Okay, why? Because that's not the average, this is the instantaneous. Instantaneous. Okay? Rate of change. Rate of change at week 5. Okay? It's not during the 5th week, it's at week 5. That's what it is. Okay, so you cannot do that. So an average rate of change, you know, it's like m of b minus m of a over b minus a. And the question is, so how are you going to measure that during the 5th week? And so this is why I would have gotten that wrong. What I did was m of 6 minus m of 5 over 6 minus 5, which is 1, okay? And that is not the right answer. Let's understand how it works. Here's a timeline. Here's time 0. Here's the end of week 1. Here's the end of week 2, end of week 3, week 4, week 5. Okay, so this is week 1, and this is week 1 right here, and this is week 2, okay? And this is week 3, and this is week 4, and this is week 5. Okay, this is week 5. So if you want the average rate of change during week 5, you have to do this. You got m of 5 right here, and here you have m of 4. So I didn't think, and okay, so you have to do m of 5 minus m of 4, okay, divided by 5 minus 4, which is 1, okay, and that will give you the average rate of change during week 5. So let's see what's going on here. Because I'm doing, let me clear that, I'm going to put my function directly into this. So it's x times e to the x right here, okay, divided by 800. Okay, I put that into y1. So now let me go to my, I don't have to, let me go to my y variable. Here we go. Y1 at 5 minus y1 at 4. 0.654. 5.65 d. Okay. The answer is so 0.6545, which is D. All right. 43. Question 43. Question 43. F is a differentiable function defined for all real number. The table below gives the value of f of x and its derivative f prime of x for all selected value. Which of the following statements are true about f? Okay, let's look at the first statement. At x equals 2, the function is increasing. Well, yes, that's true, right? Why? Because f prime of 2 is equal to 4. So, and 4 is positive, so true. The first statement is true. There is a relative minimum in the interval -1, 1, but not necessarily at x equals 0. So let's look at the interval -1, 1. X, this is the x right here, right? A -1, 0, 1. The y's are 0, 1, 0, and the y primes are -2, 0, and 2. It looks like they're having a party in the language department. It's really noisy. Crazy people. Okay, so look, what's going on here? The derivative is actually negative. That means the function is going down, okay? And then right here, the derivative is equal to 0. But anyway, right here is positive. So somewhere, I don't know, right here is equal to 0. I'm not sure what's going on, okay? But somewhere I'm gonna have a minimum value, right? I don't know where it is, but I'm gonna have a minimum value somewhere. It's not necessarily at x equals 0. Yeah, let's see why. Let's try to plot some of the value here. -1, -2, -1, -2. Let's plot some of the output. Check it out. If you plot the output, I think it should be pretty obvious. -2, the output is 5. I'm going to put 5 right here. -1, the output is 0. 0, the output is 1. And at 1, the output is 0. And at 2, the output is 5. Now you see, I mean, you know, you're gonna have to have, maybe it's gonna be like that. Oops, sorry. Maybe it's gonna be like that, right here, right? But you're gonna have to to have somewhere local mean somewhere inside. Let me see, like that. Right. In negative 1, 1, there's a local mean. You have to. Even if it's like that, right? You're gonna go like this, and so what? You don't want to go. You're gonna have a local mean at negative 1. So number 2 is correct. Number 2 is true. And the local mean is not necessarily at 0. There is a relative maximum, and I would say it's gotta be somewhere a relative maximum. Number 3 is true. So I think all of them are true, and I would say E. Okay, let's look at 44. Almost done. 2 more questions. 44. The particle moves along the x-axis so that its position at any time is given by, for what value of t is the velocity negative? So this is a pretty straightforward question. We know the velocity is actually the derivative of the position function. So let's derive 3t squared plus 22t. Okay, let's derive this cosine right here. So the derivative of cosine is a plus sign, so I'm going to have a plus right here. Multiply the minus, it's going to be a plus. 6 pi t, I'm going to have a pi right there, and then sine pi t. Right? Okay. So this is a derivative, and I'm surely not about to study that by hand. So let's go to the y cos, and let's enter this function, clear. So I said 3x squared plus 22 plus 6 pi sine of pi x right here. Okay, all right. So, and they want the 0 for x positive. Okay, well, let me look at my window. Yeah, okay, well, that's fine. We'll see. The question is the velocity negative? Okay, so let's look at the graph. Uh-oh. I don't have any graph here. I'm changing my y min y max. Oh. Okay. All right. I see. Actually, how about we do a zoom? I've never done this kind of zoom. A zoom fit. Where's zoom fit? Zoom fit is it 9? No, that's zoom stat. A 0 right here, zoom fit. But I don't think the function is ever equal to negative, right? Okay, so let's look at the window. I didn't choose the window. Let's look at my window mean right here, the y mean. The y mean is 10, okay? The y mean is 10, you can see that right here. And so this value is 10, so the function is never negative. That's it, that's all. So the velocity is never negative, so I would say it's E. Let me check that. 44, yeah, 44 is E. Last question, number 45. Number 45. The figure above shows the graph of let g of x equals g of 0, plus sum from 0 to x of f of t dt. Okay, if g of negative 3 is 2, what's the value of g of 0? Okay, well, hey, they're giving us two values right here, so it kind of makes sense to look at g of negative 3. What is g of negative 3? G of negative 3 is g of 0 plus sum from 0 to negative 3 of f of t dt. Okay? Okay. So what's that? Let's flip it. g of 0 minus sum from -3 to 0 of f of t dt, and this is the area of a triangle, right? Base 3, altitude 4, so it's 1/2 of 3 times 4, so it is just 6, right? So g of -3 equals g of 0 minus 6. So g of 0 is g of -3, which is 2 plus 6, which is, oh, I went a little bit too fast here. 2 plus 6 is 8, and so the answer is E. Okay, that's it. We're done with the multiple choice question. I'm done. Ciao. Good luck on the exam.